Rise and grind, the cigars that I have to have in my collection. Let's get into this list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskey, cigar lounges. We are helping you. We are being a benefit to you. And so today, we want to share with you quickly, one take. This is how we do it. Full of energy, filled with excitement. We're going to share with you the cigars I always have to have in my collection. Doesn't matter what's going on. Doesn't matter how much of it I've already smoked. Doesn't matter what the new hype train is. Doesn't matter anything. These are the cigars I'll always have. We're gonna just dive right into this. Oliva Series V Melano. Yes, this used to be hyped. Yes, it was Cigar of the Year. Yes, everybody talked about it. And I still love this. I'm always gonna have Melano in my collection. Has other things passed it up? Maybe. But just that sweet chocolatiness, which reminds me of smoking a Twix. I mean, it's just good. It's not too strong. It's just that perfect, smooth, perfect balance, perfect amount of flavor, perfect amount of chocolate notes, construction, all that stuff. This cigar, I'm always gonna have a box of these on hand. Going way, way back to when it was Cigar of the Year, and I still love it now. One of my all-time favorites, Oliva Series V Melano. Something else I'm always gonna have some Brazilia. And so this might seem like a strange pick, but going through my collection over all the years, I always have these on hand. Why? Because it's so dependable. It's affordable, it's available, and I just love having these on hand. I just love knowing I can always pull out my little Brazilia. It's gonna give me a great smoke. It's gonna be flavorful. And so sometimes I use this as a second cigar. If I'm having a long night, I'll pull this out. I know it's always gonna be, the construction's gonna be good, the draw is gonna be good, the flavor's gonna be good. And so this is just so dependable. You can give these out to friends. You can pass these around the lounge. They're not gonna cost you too much. And no one's ever gonna smoke one of these and not like it. And so the CAO Brazilia, I'm always gonna have a box of these on hand. You can always buy a box for about $200. You can always stay stocked up with your Brazilias. Okay, another cigar. Whew. The Andalusian Bull. Okay, I get it. It's hard to come by. It's expensive. But I've been looking and you know what? I always have these on hand. I somehow find a way to make sure I've got one of these. I know it's expensive, I know it's hard to come by, but I realize that this is my second favorite cigar of all time. What's my first? We're gonna end with my first. You know what it is already. But I love these. Great smoke, great for celebration, great if you're hanging out having a good long conversation, great balance to it. Smooth, easy smoke, lots of notes, some honey on there. It's sweet enough. And so I enjoy this. I love the shape of it. Obviously, it's got this interesting figurado type shape to it, but just a beautiful cigar. I would think it's rare and hard to come by, but yet for my collection, I always have these on hand. So that tells me something. I love them so much. I'm gonna go through the cost and I'm gonna go through the challenge of getting these. LSD Andalusian Bull. I'm always gonna have these on hand. We thank you for your time as we share with you the cigars that I'm always gonna have on hand. If you're new to this community, hit the subscribe button so you can join this. This isn't just a channel, this is a community. These are friends, men and women who come together to just share our ideas, share our passion, share our hobbies, share our interests. We talk about cigars and whiskeys and all the things that excite us. And so hit the subscribe button and join this community. Hit a like button so that the rest of our friends can get the message. And leave a comment, let me know, what are the 5 cigars that you always have to have in your collection? We're gonna continue right on. For a long time, I realized that I've always got me a Casa Cuba. Arturo Fuente is my favorite maker, and so I love Opus X and all that comes with Arturo Fuente. But I realized I always got me some Casa Cubas. Now, I've never bought a box of these. I think you can only get these at a brick and mortar, but yet I always have these because every time I see them, I just grab a handful. They cost about $10. These are the essence of Arturo Fuente. And so if you love that taste profile of an Opus X, then you gotta go with some Casa Cubas. These bring back memory. These, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of #1, my favorite cigar of all time, the God of Fire, Arturo Fuente. I don't care what it costs, $30, I'm always gonna have a box of these. This is just absolutely amazing. African Cameroon, just the tootiness, the nuttiness, the amazingness of this cigar. Best cigar I've ever smoked. Love these. I'm always gonna have a box of these on hand. And so this is just a list, a quick video I wanted to do of the cigars that I realized for about the past 10 plus years, I always have these on hand. My Melanos, my Brazilias, my Andalusian Bull, Casa Cuba, and of course, my favorite cigar, the God of Fire. We thank you for taking this time to hang out with us. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you just like to be motivated, if you like videos that's gonna just make you feel a little bit better, inspire you in some way, maybe even just put a smile on your face, we got another channel called The Grind Podcast. So I'll put the link of that channel in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.